Good day, Summers. This is Raabemaster bringing you a quick guide to mastering Dr. Mundo. Dr. Mundo is a tank who is a strong pick because of his great early mid-game stats and steroids, and his insane survivability late game. He is a strong top laner, but more commonly seen in the jungle. Runes, masteries, and summon spells, as always, are in the description below. Skill build. Dr. Mundo has two different skill builds, one for the jungle and one for top lane. In the jungle, maxing Burning Agony first gives you the fastest clear time in the game, and Masochism, yes that is how I'm going to pronounce it, should be maxed second for its great single target damage. Getting Masochism at both level 2 and 3 though is common because it helps you clear faster for the first couple clears and does not hurt your sustain as much as getting another point in Burning Agony. However, after that, proceed to max Burning Agony first and Masochism second. Only one cleaver is needed as the slow remains constant at all levels, so pick it up at 4 or earlier if you plan to gank before finishing your first clear. For top lane Mundo, maxing cleaver first gives you a nice spammable poke along with a great last hitting tool if you're getting zoned. You level Masochism next because it allows you to trade better with your laning opponent. Burning Agony is usually leveled last because it pushes the lane and damages your sustain, but one level should be gotten early for both the CC reduction and to help last hitting because the first tick of damage of Burning Agony is instant. Itemization. Builds for both top lane Mundo and jungle Mundo are very similar, but jungle Mundo is more likely to have to offer more cost-efficient items due to gold restrictions, unless he is snowballing through ganks. In the early game there are key differences, however. Starting items for jungle Mundo is, as with all junglers, machete and 5 health potions. From there, rushing boots of mobility is a strong choice, as with most junglers, to allow you to move between camps faster and improve your ganking. Upgrading the machete into a spirit stone and then crest of the ancient golem is a strong option, but holding onto the machete and selling it later in the game can be just as strong if you don't want it to delay other major items or you simply don't want the crest. Starting items for laning Mundo have a lot of leeway. Popular choices are cloth armor or boots of speed with their respective amount of health potions, along with straight up door and shield, or even spending all of your money on health potions. From there, try to build up your big money items. Defensive items in particular by getting giant's belts, ruby crystals, or resistance items, or even a couple Doran's items if necessary. Other boot choices for Mundo include ninja tabby, merc treads, and sork shoes. Sork shoes are a bit of a niche pick on Mundo, but they do increase both your cleaver and burning agony damage, especially in the early game when people don't walk around with a lot of magic resist. Defensive items on Mundo are his core and depend on the enemy team comp and how rich you are. Just remember, if the item has health, cost effectiveness is vastly increased due to Mundo's passive and ultimate. Sunfire Cape, Warmogs, Spirit Visage, Aegis of the Legion, Randyman's Omen, and Locket of the Iron Solari are all options that are strong on Mundo. Don't forget to build around the enemy team and your budget. Offensive items are more limited due to Mundo's role as a tank, but a good go-to offensive item for Mundo is Wit's End. Since Mundo already has a powerful damage steroid, giving him attack speed is more efficient than just giving him straight damage, and this should be one of your first offensive items if you choose to go this path. Besides this, Atma's Impaler can be a very strong pickup against an AD heavy team because you are both building a lot of health and because it gives you good armor. And pairing this with an Infinity Edge gives you a lot of damage. However, you are sacrificing survivability, so this path is risky. Also, Mercurial Scimitar is a good mix of defensive and offensive stats, as the active will remove the Grievous Wounds debuff. Tips and advice. Going where he pleases is an important part of Dr. Mundo's kit. Counter-jungling as Mundo can often result in a kill, or at least forcing the opposing jungler away from a buff, as there are very few junglers who can 1v1 Mundo in the early mid stages of the game. While he is a strong counter-jungler, he is also very vulnerable during his first 2 clears, because he has negative sustain in the jungle, thus is often very low during his pre-6 path. If you can, try to kill him during this time, because while he does have cost-effective builds and good clearing speeds to recover, putting him down early will make him less likely to be a nightmare in your jungle. Mundo can either be a tanky bruiser who's going to dive your carry during teamfights, or an undying wall of health that uses cleavers to peel for his carry. Check his build constantly to see if he's building aggressive damage items. Mundo's ganks are not very strong. If you can dodge a cleaver, he can't kill you without exhaust, but if he gets on top of you, he can constantly slow you with his spammable cleavers and do an absurd amount of damage. Burn your escape before you are hit with the cleaver, not after. Mundo is a tank, but not an initiator. Make sure you have someone else on your team who can start the fight. Mundo's ultimate is great for tower diving. Combining a large shield with a speed boost makes it so most of your tower dives will be successful. Ignite is a very powerful weapon against Mundo. Do not use it, however, before he pops his ultimate. As Mundo, don't use your ultimate if you are currently under the Grievous Wounds debuff. If possible, of course. If you can, try to wait to use your ultimate with low health. It takes a large percentage of your current health to activate. Just don't wait too long because you don't want to be bursted down by the enemy. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Raabemaster bringing you a quick guide to mastering a champion in 5 minutes, teaching you everything you need to know to play the champion or play against them right now. Leave me a comment in the description below on who you want to see next. Don't forget to give me a like if you like the series I'm doing, and subscribe for more, not only guides, but League of Legends Pro commentaries. I will see you guys next time.